Hey friends, Justin here. Welcome back to my channel. Long time no speak. Just got home from the office. I wanted to jump on and just catch up with you about some of the stuff I've been watching on Netflix and some of the upcoming stuff that's coming up in theaters. We've got a new release this upcoming weekend and then a couple weekends away that I want to see how you guys feel about, if you're going to go out and see. First thing I wanted to catch up with you guys about was that Adam Sandler movie Hustle. Really enjoyed the performance. It was a really earnest performance. I still, don't remain a huge Adam Sandler fan, but I appreciate his work in that film. So Adam Sandler Hustle, if you want something to, kind of easy watching, that's a good one. Speaking of silly or easy watching, oh my goodness, I just watched Man vs. Bee with Rowan Atkinson, who is Mr. Bean. He's been Mr. Bean for 30 plus years. So it's like 8 episodes. They're 10 minutes or so a piece, so it's not a huge commitment. You watch just a couple episodes at a time, but it's really whimsical. If you've had a stressful day, if you need something to just decompress, Man vs. Bee is my recommendation. Kind of goes without saying at this point, Stranger Things continues to just be the biggest thing Netflix, has going. A friend of mine posted on Facebook earlier. He says, I don't think I have the last season of Stranger Things on my Netflix. What's going on? So I'm going to tell you that the last chapter is only 2 episodes. That may be helpful information. I think a lot of people blew through those episodes expecting more content. Now they're, kind of supersized episodes, but it's only 2, final chapters. I watched the silliest reality show on Netflix, and I don't know if you guys have clicked on it. I can't recommend it, but I'm going to tell you about it, tell you the premise, and if it's interesting to you, then you go watch it. The show, it's called Snowflake Mountain. They take a group of Gen Zers, entitled Gen Zers, that are just no good, and they tell them that they're going to send them to like a 5-star resort, and they end up dropping them in the middle of the wilderness and making, they have to survive. Now there's more to it. They have challenges, they have discipline, they have all kinds of things, but they're vying for $50,000, and that's why they stay. Interesting premise, but I do think the challenges could have been a little bit more exciting. But if that kind of thing sounds interesting to you, if you like that concept of people being dropped somewhere, Snowflake Mountain. I'm going to take a quick detour to horror, and then we're going to jump back into a little bit more whimsical. If you are a horror fan, and you may have already seen this because I think this is a 2016 film, I just watched The Boy on Netflix for the first time and really had a good time with it. A young lady is just leaving an abusive relationship, leaving her ex-husband, and she's not really interested in running into him anytime soon. So she takes on this job as a nanny at a country estate, and when she gets there, who they're asking her to nanny is this wooden doll. They're tucking it into bed, they're changing its clothes, they're fixing food for it, they're playing music for this doll. She can't figure out what's going on. This is absolutely nuts. They've paid her so much, and the anonymity that she gets from being away at this country estate is enough to keep her there. But the mystery unfolds from there. And I didn't see the twist coming. If you guys have watched The Boy on Netflix, let me know if you anticipated the twist. They've even got a sequel on Netflix. I think it came out in 2020. It's called Brahms the Boy 2, and Katie Holmes stars in the sequel. So it's it may be a franchise. I haven't gotten through the second film yet. If it's any good, I'll let you know in our next catch up. But if you are a horror fan, let's talk about The Boy. Really interesting. let's segue back into a little bit more whimsical. If you like British humor, if you like buddy stuff, like buddy comedies and road trips, there's a funny special, and it's been on for years now. It's called Travels with My Father with Jack Whitehall. I've been following his career in the UK for years now. He's super big over there, but he's got just a marvelous deadpan wit. And he and his father travel to different countries around the world, experiencing different cuisines and cultures and customs. And it's just hilarious, you know. What was I going to say? He, in some of his stand-up, he grew up in the UK in the 90s, and he went to school with Robert Pattinson. And Jack Whitehall tried out for Harry Potter. And Robert Pattinson ended up getting the role, in his place. And he talks about how Robert Pattinson has just ruined his life at every turn and just, drives the hammer in. And it's just hilarious to hear him talk about, Robert Pattinson, the most innocent person in the world. But anyway, he's funny, so if you like whimsical, banter and British comedy, Travels with My Father with Jack Whitehall is great. It's 5 seasons. Leaving Netflix really quick, and we'll come back. In theaters this weekend, July the 8th, we've got Thor, Love and Thunder, starring Natalie Portman and Chris Hemsworth. Natalie Portman really looks great in this film. I know that's probably sexist to say, but I'm super excited to see her kicking butt, and she's had a long career in the industry, and she's a phenomenal actress. Chris Hemsworth, he can't go wrong. I'm going to tell you about Spiderhead in just a second, his Netflix film. Outside of that, there's not a lot of new releases. I think it's on or around July the 22nd, the Jordan Peele Nope film comes out. I'm super excited to run and go see that one. So which one are you interested in going to the theater to see? Is it Thor, Love and Thunder, or Jordan Peele's Nope? I have a feeling that July is going to be a big movie month. So let me know if you're interested in seeing either one of those. Speaking of Chris Hemsworth, Spiderhead was really interesting on Netflix. It was kind of a dystopian, mad scientist, Twilight Zone episode. And it was really nice to see something cerebral from Chris Hemsworth. You can't play the pretty boy forever. So if you're into Black Mirror type, cerebral type content, check out Spiderhead. It also stars Miles Teller, who was in Top Gun. He was runner-up to play Elvis in this new biopic. He's a really big up-and-coming actor. If you Google Miles Teller and see his image, you'll recognize him. He's moving and shaking in the industry nowadays. But that's what I got. What are you guys watching? We're 6 months, almost 7 months into the year. What's been the best of 2022 for you so far? It looks like the heat is not going to relent anytime soon here in Dallas. I think it's going to be 104 for the next 7 or 8 days. I think one day it's going to be 106, and I don't know what I'm going to do that day. So I need stuff to watch. I need stuff to keep me occupied while I'm trying to beat this crazy heat. What are some things you guys are doing to beat the heat where you are? Are you going to water parks? Are you parked under the AC? What are some things that you're doing? It's really good to catch up with you. If you do enjoy these types of videos, let me know, and I'll, try to post them more consistently where we can talk about new and upcoming content. But I really appreciate you clicking. If, give this video a like, if you will. Comment, and please consider subscribing to my channel, Justin Talks Film, for more movie and TV related content. And until our next conversation, guys, have a great day. Cheers.